Welcome everybody to Drunk Cooking with Googz. Today we're gonna do some drunk cooking. I'm gonna try and make a pizza-like thing out of stuff that I have in my fridge. Before we start that though, I got the beers. We're gonna crack that fucking beer. I'm gonna say cheers with the beers. Also, I just splashed the phone camera with spray from the beer when I cracked it. Cheers, everybody, drink 5 times. Cheers. All right, I'm gonna switch cameras. I'm gonna show you what I got set up. It'll be instantaneous for you guys, but yeah, I'm gonna have to edit this because I'm doing like different little clips because it won't let me switch. Will it let me switch the cam? No, it won't let me switch the camera while I'm recording. So I'm gonna switch over to the other camera so you guys can see what I got set up. Here it goes. Alright, so this is what I got, everybody. I got some tortillas, some these what do you call them, burrito tortillas, and I got some string cheese, a little bit of country crock, margarine. I can't believe it's not butter. We got a little bit of yellow mustard. We got some Sweet Baby Ray's, hickory and brown sugar barbecue sauce. We got a couple of Zap packs from Little Caesars, and we got some roast beef, thin sliced roast beef lunch meat. That's what we're gonna use for this whole thing. It's gonna be one of those things, and if you see, like over here, right over there, we got other spices and herbs and things that we can use. If I feel like I will probably use some of those as well. Yeah, most likely just the pepper, the crushed red pepper, um, the onion powder, the garlic powder. You know, I got like basically just regular seasonings and stuff. We got some, what is this? Lowry's seasoned salt, and we got some other stuff. I got some basil and some oregano and whatnot. If I think that I need to add a little bit of extra taste, that's what we'll do. But this is a thing that I have been working on for a while. It's basically, I'm gonna call it my drunken bachelor pizza. We got a toaster oven and a mini fridge and not much else. So we're gonna make a something like a pizza out of stuff that you'd find in a bachelor's fridge. Which, I mean, this is like the most stuff that I've had in my fridge in a while, because like 90% of the real estate is for the beers. Everybody cheers, everybody drink 4 times. Alright. So now that I've showed you what I've got to work with, I'm gonna cut to the next scene. Where I start doing this stuff. I'm gonna get this stuff all out of my way because where everything is sitting is like the only workspace that I have to work with, and so you guys we'll see it. We'll see you at the next scene. This is just gonna be, I'm stopping the video that I'm doing now. I'm gonna take all of this stuff off and get it all set up. And then I'll see, you'll see me like in a second. Okay, here we go. So, clean workspace. Well, clean enough workspace. What I'm going to start with is I'm going to start with this plate thing here. I'm going to get these tortillas. I'm doing this all from my chair right now so that I can like be out of the shot and not like, if I'm standing here, I'm gonna block. You won't be able to see anything that I'm doing. So I figured I'd do it from a thing where at least you'll be able to see what I'm doing. All right, let's open these fucking things. We got the tortillas going on. All right, open those sons of bitches. What you do is you want to pull out a single tortilla. There it is. And we're just throwing it on the plate here so that it's like not like directly on my fridge because like I'm lazy. I literally just took my arm and wiped out all of the crumbs and stuff from food and stuff from past cooking things off of the fridge. So I always like just put my stuff on a plate. Let's take these tortillas. I'm only going to need the one, so I'm going to put them back. This little shelf over here where you see all the spices and stuff, there's a shelf down here where all my bread and tortillas usually are stored. And that's where I'm going to put them. I'm going to put them right back where they go. Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and we're going to get, you can't really see like the temperatures and stuff because all of the numbers and stuff wore off. But this thing goes up to 425. 420 is it? Yeah, 425 is the highest setting for this toaster oven. And that's like what most like you get a pizza, frozen pizza or you know, anything like that from the store. Hash brown squares, what do you call it? Tater tots. They're all required, you know, they all want you to cook their stuff, cook those at like 425 for like anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes or some shit like that. But I'm gonna take another drink of this beer. Cheers, everybody. You drink however many wild card cheers. You drink however many times you want to drink. I'm going to drink however many times I want to drink. Let's see how many times I drink. It was 5 times, everybody. All right, so what we're going to do is because, like, I don't have actual pizza sauce. I've only got, like, you know, some barbecue sauce and some mustard. And some fake butter stuff here. This country crock stuff. What I'm gonna do? Let me see if I have a knife. I should see if I have a knife. Let's see. Do I have any knives? I've got forks and spoons. God damn it. Okay, well, time to use a spoon. I don't have a knife, so I'm gonna use a spoon. It'll work. It'll work just fucking fine. And in fact, because we're making a pizza, when you want to do sauce, you use a spoon or whatever for the sauce anyway. So fine, fuck it. We'll use a spoon. Alright. Brand new country crock. First opening. I just went and bought groceries the other day. There we go. Let's get that fucking shit off of there. Look at that. Doesn't that look like butter? No, not really. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this stuff. We're going to get just a tiny little bit, right? We're going to get this thing, and we're going to just get a very, very, very thin. I mean, like, the least amount of this stuff as you can use to cover the entire tortilla. I might have to take this off of the plate so I can do it right. Here we go. What you want to do, so that little amount that I had on the spoon, we're spreading this all over the tortilla, like completely over it. And what this is going to do is like if you've ever like seen anyone like try to mimic Italian cooking without like knowing how to actually do Italian cooking, instead of olive oil in the marinara sauce, when they make marinara sauce, they'll put a bunch of butter in it. And so basically this whole layer, not only is it going to help like with like certain textures and stuff on the tortilla when we put it in the toaster oven, because it's moisture, and you're going to have moisture coming from this inside layer going out to everything else that's being toasted from top and bottom. And that's going to help with a lot of the flavor of stuff. But not only that, like I said, like if you ever watch any Italian cooking shows or whatever, like people who don't know like how to do Italian cooking and they're trying to mimic like a marinara sauce, they'll put butter in the marinara sauce, which I would say usually isn't a thing that you should do, especially if you're making like actual marinara sauce. Use a little bit of olive oil and a lot of basil and crushed red peppers and onion powder and garlic powder and a ton of sugar and a pinch of salt. You got to use a lot of sugar in the marinara sauce because that's what makes the tomato like not so like acidic and bitter. All right, so we got the butter on there. So the next step is we need a tanginess. I don't have tomatoes or tomato. Well, like I guess. You know, most sauces have a tomato base. That's why I'm going with like the Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar barbecue sauce. But what I'm gonna do to like add just like a little bit of what do you call it? Hold on, everybody. What do you call it? Like when you eat something that has a sauce, but the sauce isn't uniform, like it has a variety in it. Like one bite, you taste a certain thing in the sauce, and then the next bite, you taste another different flavor, and it's a variety. I'm gonna use this. It's gonna add a little tanginess in spots, and it's gonna add a little bit of variety to stuff. Cause I'm not gonna like try and mix this with everything perfectly or anything. I'm just going to put little dabs here and there, which is the mustard. So what I'm going to do, actually I should probably shake this up first. Let's do that. Let's shake it up. There we go. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a little glob there, a little glob there, a little glob there, a little glob. Right, it doesn't have to be perfect or anything, and I just got some on my fridge. I made a mess. All right, so we're not going to even spread that. We're just going to leave it the way it is. So next step would be let's get these Zap packs on. One of the Zap packs that I have 2 Zap packs, and these are like the seasonings that you like that they use in the marinara sauce for the Little Caesars pizzas, but they give these to you as well because like. They don't put very many spices and seasonings on the pizza. It's literally just the cheese and the toppings and maybe a little bit of, that is basically just it. So what they do is if you want like a spicier pizza, like that has more of the traditional like pizza flavorings, they give you one of these. Most people don't know that they even exist. You have to know to ask for them. Like you go to Little Caesars and you say, yeah, I want as many Zap packs as you can give me without charging me. They'll usually give you a big ass handful of them. I've got a bunch of these, but for today I'm only going to use 2. I'm going to use one for the bottom, and then I'm going to use one to sprinkle over top after I've got all the toppings and stuff on. So here we go. We got some Zap pack that we're going to put right on top of there. And the other reason that I spread the butter first is because that'll help all of these powders that I'm putting on, it'll help all these powders to stick to the tortilla, and they're not going to go anywhere. Okay. Now, the next thing that we need to do is, since we don't have marinara sauce, we're going to just use Sweet Baby Ray's hickory and brown sugar barbecue sauce instead for the sauce. And the way that we make it taste more like a pizza, we just drizzle it on like that. Now we're going to use the spoon. We're going to take this, and it doesn't have to be a lot. Like you just want enough on there so that it will spread across the whole thing. And some of that mustard will mix in, but it will be like inconsistent, so that there's going to be like more tangy spots and less tangy spots. It's going to give you like a bunch of variation. And that's going to be a good thing, because every bite that you take, you're going to be like, that's a slightly different taste than the taste that I had before. This is really good. And it just gets better throughout the whole thing. All right. It might not look like anything delicious right now. It looks like this weird, disgusting little mess that I've spread across the tortilla. But this is drunken cooking with the Googz. Things that you would find in a bachelor's fridge. And there we go. And it doesn't have to be perfect. And we're not going to go all the way to the edge with the sauce, because we don't want that shit to drip into our toaster oven. Because if you take a look at my toaster oven, I've had lots of stuff that dripped and burned and that. And if you got stuff that drips into the toaster oven, you're going to have a lot of smoke from the stuff burning. We don't want that. So I'm just going to say, oh man. And it's barbecue sauce and butter and a Zap Pack and mustard. Right now, it doesn't really taste like a pizza sauce, but that's okay. It doesn't have to taste exactly like a pizza sauce. All right, so next step. Because once everything's incorporated, it'll resemble a pizza enough to where it's like, yeah, it doesn't taste exactly like a pizza. But if you're craving a pizza, you'd be like, yeah, this was like a thing, man. This is pizza. All right, we got some mozzarella. Well, it's string cheese, but it's basically just mozzarella, low moisture, low fat mozzarella. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna, it's string cheese. This is what you do with the stringy cheese. You string it. You get it all into strings, right? Lots of stringy cheeses. Lots and lots of stringy cheeses. I think this will probably take like four string cheeses. 3 or 4, something like that. Sometimes you want to just leave a big chunk. Like, it doesn't matter. Right? Yep, I'm dropping stuff on the floor too. That doesn't matter either. Yeah, I'll pick that up later and get rid of it. But yeah, you just want to do some stringy cheeses. Right? This is one string cheese. And I'm just doing it, basically like there we go. There's one string cheese all pulled apart. Let's see how much of this tortilla it's gonna cover. Right, we go. So there we go. There's one stringy cheese. I think we need maybe two to 3 more. All right. Okay, let me open the next one. Here we go. Let's go with the next stringy cheese. All right, there it is. We do the same process. We do stringy cheeses. And I'm just going to throw it on there this time so I'm not like dropping and losing as much. We'll just throw it right on there. Stringy cheese. Stringy cheese. Let's get that one. There we go. We got some stringy cheeses. All right, here we go. That looks pretty goddamn good so far for being just a tortilla. And we haven't even cooked it yet. Let's go ahead, and while I'm in the process of this, I'm going to go ahead and turn my toaster oven on. It is set at as close to 400 as I can figure, because like I said, it only goes... actually, the highest temp is 450. I stand corrected. It's 450. The highest temp is 450, and it goes in increments of 50 degrees, like, you know, from like, I don't know, 100. So like somewhere around here is 350. So 400, 450, you know, something like that. It's like, well, it's like right here is like 375. So this is going to be 400, 425, 450. That's as far as it goes. It's to 450. So 425, 400. That's probably about 400 right there. And that's what we're going to do this at. We're going to do this at 400. Or you know what? Let's do it at 450. Fuck it. Because, like, the New York style pizzas are done in like 3 minutes at like 700 or 800 or 900. It was like 700 degrees or some shit like that. Alright, so what we're going to do next, we're going to take some of this meat, this roast beef. Let me open this. Yeah, there we go. It's in its own little baggie here. And all you do is find the corner that says pull here. Alright, and then you just take some of... come on, you son of a bitch. There we go. There we go. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to put it right there for now. I'm going to take one piece. All right, we got one piece. Look at all the moisture in that. There's a lot of moisture in that. But what we're going to do is we're just going to tear it into pieces. All right, and throw it on there. It doesn't matter like what the pieces are, and like the more exposed they are to the top, the better, because you're gonna get some like crispities and stuff. We're gonna do 2 pieces of this because we want some of it to be covered by the rest of the cheese that we're gonna put on there, and we want some of it to be exposed to the burner, like the little heating element at the top of the toaster oven. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good, right? Now what we're gonna do, we're done with the meat, by the way. What we're gonna do is we're gonna season some of this meat so that the meat actually tastes less like sandwich meat and more like a pizza topping. So we're gonna go with some garlic powder right on top of the meat. Right on top of the meat. We're going to go with some onion powder right on top of the meat. Just right on the meat. Nowhere else. Just on the meat. Try and get it just on the meat. And then we're going to go with some black peppercorn in a grinder. We're just going to grind it right on the meat. Okay. Now, is that gonna be everything? I think that should be okay for the meat. So now what we do is we take one more of these string cheeses. And then, now before we do that, cheers everybody again with the beers. Everybody drink 6 times. Cheers. All right, here we go. Last string cheese that we're gonna need for this recipe. Okay, come on. Oh wait, I forgot to. I was gonna do that. I told you guys I was gonna preheat this thing. I didn't even do that. What's wrong with me? I don't know. Here we go. Oh man, I can smell the flavors already. They're smelling good. I wish you guys. I wish that YouTube was like smell-o-vision or something. That'd be really cool. Cause this, it's smelling good. All right, let's get some of these cheeses, and this time we're just gonna try and do like thicker strands, but just like kind of like put them all parallel to each other. The last little bit that we did was like just random, and we just tossed it everywhere. But this little bit, it's just gonna be parallel. We're gonna do it all in the same direction for half of it, and then the other half of it is going to be, parallel L and and like, so you got some going this way and some going that way, right? Kind of like if we were decorating the top of an apple pie or something. I don't know. With some frosting or some shit. There we go. So that's the toppings. Now we're going to take this last Zap pack. Okay? We're going to take this last Zap pack. And we're going to sprinkle it over the top of everything. There we go. And there you go. That's gonna be a good lazy man's meal. Cheers with the beers, by the way. All right, here we go. So what I need to do is I got some tongs here, and oh yeah, you see all that like steaminess going up there? It's like all the stuff inside the toaster oven that dripped down before that's like burning off. You don't want that. It's gonna be all smoky and nasty. But I'm lazy. And I don't give a fuck, and I don't really feel like cleaning out my toaster oven every time something drips down into it because I'm lazy. So what we're going to do is we're just going to say, fuck it. It's all good. And now we're going to take this and we're going to put it right on top of the rack. And this is the reason that I have this problem, is because I'm just lazy and I put stuff right on top of the rack. Now we're gonna close this motherfucker. There we go. Yay! It's in there. Now, this is gonna take probably 7 minutes at 450. Like anywhere from 5 to 7 minutes. And then we'll have a pizza. Well, a bachelor's equivalent to a pizza. So I'll see you guys in about 5 to 7 minutes. I'm not going to record the whole time the pizza's cooking. Because that's going to be boring. So, cheers with the beers. And I'll see, well, you'll see me in just a couple of seconds, but I'm going to stop the video because it's going to be like 5 to 7 minutes. All right, everybody, it's been about 5 minutes. And I think it's just about done. We're going to take it out. I'm doing my cancer research, by the way. I don't smoke. I do cancer research. I'm very dedicated. Yeah, 5 to 10 cigarettes a day. Even more when I'm drinking. Here we go. I think it's done. We can go... Wait, no. Ding! Yeah, it's done. Here we go. What we're going to do... Take a look at that. Do you hear the bubbling and the sizzling? Do you see the brownage going on right there? Oh man. Let's get this off of the tray and onto the plate. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it. Just look at it. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Just look at it. All right. Now, we're going to let it sit for a little bit. While it's sitting, let's get some of this crushed red pepper. And sprinkle a little bit of that on top of there. There we go. All right. Oh yeah, that's fucking perfect, man. 5 minutes at 450 in the toaster oven. Alright, I don't have a knife or a pizza cutter or anything like that, so I'm just going to use the same spoon that I used to spread all the sauces and the butter and all that stuff. I'm just going to take this spoon and I'm going to... Oh, come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not going to work. Hold on. I gotta find a way to cut this. I don't have any knives. I should have a knife somewhere. Let's see. Come on, knife. Here we go. Here's a knife. I got a knife. That'll work. I need to clean that off though first. Here we go, everybody. So what I got is, it's basically just a spray bottle, right, with dish soap and water. And we're just gonna spray that down with the dish soap and water. Okay. And then we're going to get some shop towels. You can't not have these. These are the best fucking paper towels ever. Now we're going to wipe all of that nasty stuff off with a knife. I don't know what the last thing I used this knife for was, actually. Maybe I was talking to a man about a goat, and that fertilizer guy came, and I got mad at him. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna say too much. I don't want, like, nothing illegal actually happened, but still, you say you talk to a man about some fertilizer and you got your knife dirty, they're gonna think you stabbed a bitch. All right, here we go. Let's cut this fucking thing up into pieces, everybody. God damn it. I want to try and do this without the cheese and the toppings all sliding around. That's where a pizza cutter really comes in handy. I don't have one though. This isn't cooking with somebody who's fully prepared for a specific thing. This is cooking with somebody who's trying to do their best with what they have. And in these times right now, where you can't even buy toilet paper, sometimes you have to improvise. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. I think that's going to be as good as I'm going to get it. There we go. So we got kind of 4 slices there. Oh, come on. Yeah. Yeah. All right, so let's take a. That's basically me trying to slice it into 4 slices. It's basically 4 slices. We got a couple of spots that are like connected by the cheese or whatever. I don't care. What do you guys think? Does that look good? Well, let's find out. All right, everybody, here we go. There's the pizza that I made, that I showed you how to make. Let's see how it tastes. Let's see if it even resembles a pizza. I don't know. I wanted a pizza, but I didn't have like everything that I needed to make the pizza. But let's see. Let's see if this is even like worth the effort that I did. Here it goes. All of the cheese and toppings want to slide off of it right away, so you got to kind of like hold them on. But I mean, does it taste like pizza? No. It's reminiscent of pizza. And it has a really goddamn good flavor, and it's something good to eat. Is it worth making? I'd say hell yeah. It might not be like pizza, but I mean, all of the elements are there, and it's full of flavor. It's got some crunchiness and some chewiness, and all of the different things of flavors and this, that, the other. Hell yeah. So this is my first attempt at cooking with Googz. If you guys enjoyed this, or if you think that like they're in ways I could improve on this, or if it's perfect or whatever, you guys want to see more, you don't want to see me do this ever again, let me know. Cheers with the beers, everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had fun. This is my dinner for tonight. I'm gonna do my Friday night stream later. Hope you guys can make it to that. I'm gonna try and hang out and chat on other people's streams until I do my stream. Thank you guys for watching. You have a great day. Hope I see you soon. And you guys let me know. What'd you think? Was this something that I should keep doing? Did you enjoy it? Or should I just stick to being a drunken gamer? Nothing wrong with being a drunken cook, I guess, but I mean, it all depends. Did you guys enjoy the thing that I did? Or do you want me to stick with what I've been doing? I don't know. I'm trying to open up into different things, different territories. Once again, this is just my first try at this. You guys let me know what you're thinking. And that's the video.